Good morning everybody, Angie, Paula, Qigong class. We're going to do some strength tests and look at energy disruption. Then we're going to use the Tera Hz wand, charging up the body, charging up water, doing all kinds of good stuff. But we want a neutral start, so I've got 7 tests. Now these tests can be affected by pinched nerves in the back. So after you've done the positive stuff, you're looking for positive results, you might need to do a back stretch. So I'll just warn you about that. T1, vertebra T1 can weaken the arms, etc. Right, strength test, applied kinesiology. Stick us an arm out, please, Ange. Nice and strong. Yeah, so get everything fairly lined up, get a strength test so you know how strong it is. And the first one we want to do is rooting, making yourself heavy. So if you pretend you're really heavy, like we've done before, and there's nothing there at all, that's excellent. And if we do the same, excellent. So that's perfectly normal. So all you're doing with your intent is pretending you're heavy. If you've got enough energy in the meridians, it'll spin. You become a gyroscope and you don't move, which you'll see in later videos attached to this one. I've got 7, so the next one is arm strength. So you just do this. You can see, just touch, so you've got a reference point, if you could do that. And then I try and pull them apart. And very strong, but normal. Again, very strong, but they come apart. That's very strong, ladies. Impressed with that. Wrist strength. We don't have to do this one, but I'll demonstrate it because it can be very painful. It's a center lock. So if I take this wrist, I'm going to short out the 500 metal meridians. I'm going to bend the arm slightly and I'm going to turn it that way. So if you do this test, tell your partner to get ready to bend the legs. I'll do it very gently. Yeah, you can feel. Yeah, exactly.
Not that arm, please. Not that arm.
Okay. So I'm not going to do this again. This is just to demonstrate. Okay, so you could feel, yeah, okay. So we won't bother with that again. Big hairy blokes, martial artists, hammer them to the floor for everybody's entertainment. Okay, so this is, you're shorting out fire and metal, disruptive cycle. You've got yin yang going on. If you take it past the center point, you've got more yin yang going on. You can then take another plane and turn it. You can tons of stuff. Okay, so that's rooting, arm strength, wrist strength. So that's the first 3. Now we go back to the strength test that we checked earlier. It was good. And I'm going to attack lung 5 at the right angle and direction. I'm not going to make contact. Just did. And it goes weak, okay? So if we do it before, and then hit there, and that goes weak. So this could be any pressure point. We're just doing one, because it's obviously easy, because the arm's in the right place. You need the right angle and direction, you don't need to make contact. Any pressure point disruption. So what we got next? We've got body misalignment. So again, we're just going to do the one. So if we check, it's all strong. If you look over there as far as you can, Angie, and down we go with this. Strong. And have a look, see. And that goes. Okay. So that's body misalignment. I've just put these together, so I'm cheating. I'm looking. We have organ disruption. So we're going to use the pancreas. And if we check before, and we just run past the pancreas, and we check. Oh, that worked really well. That worked really well. Strong. And we just go past the pancreas.
That's so bizarre.
Oh no, it is.
And the last one is yin yang theory. So you're shorting out top, bottom, left, right, front, back. So we're going to easily short out left, right by doing that. So if we check strong, and if you short out with the other arm, yeah, that's it. And there we go.
Try it then.
You would try really well if we do that one. And there we go. So there's 7 tests you can do. covering just about everything. Now if we get the meridians, the 12 main meridians with the 6 elements in the right sequence, all that'll go away. And that can have a negative effect, because if you're doing normal stuff every day and your nervous system, your energy is going up and down, it's very stressful. So my flexibility is increased quite dramatically by taking that equation out of the taking that out of the equation. Thank you very much. Okay, what we've got is an energy field. We've charged up these 3 5-litre demijohns with the Tera Hz frequency. So basically what you've got is water molecules not sticking together, and some doctor said it changes the angle of the hydrogen bonds. Don't know how he knows that. Sounds good to me. Anyway, that's vibrating at a very high frequency and radiating out. Now you do need a lot of water to get that effect, unless you drink it, which we'll be doing next. So we've got 7 tests that we did in the last video where everybody was weak or normal. So now we're going to see if we get any difference. So the first one was rooting. So if you stand all nice and comfy and pretend you're really heavy, and now we've got some resistance. So we've got some energy in the meridians from that energy field. Paul, can you do the same for me? That's incredible. The difference is amazing. Absolutely brilliant. So location is very important for health, healing and martial arts techniques, because you don't know what environment you're in. So if you're trying to do some Qigong in a negative environment, it might not work. Or you're trying to demonstrate a nasty technique and you're in a positive environment, it might not work. So it's all good. So that was the first one. So next one is arm strength. So if we do this one again, and we check. Yeah, they could be glued together for all I know. Yep. And I'll tell you what, if I was to pull any harder, it wouldn't make any difference. But what I found is when I do, I tend to pull a muscle in my neck since I try that hard. And we've even had somebody using their foot. So once you get some good energy in the meridians, this is incredibly strong. So don't hug people too much, you might break them. Wrist strength, we're not going to do that. It'll work. You try it. I don't want to hurt any wrists, we don't want to do that one. Pressure point disruption. So let's see if we've got any in the lung meridian. So if it's nice and strong there. Okay, and we check that one. That worked, so we've got some energy in the lung meridian. Didn't expect that one to work. Yes. And what I found is when you do these destructive techniques, if you have got the right energy in the right meridian, it actually makes you stronger. And that felt stronger, even though I'm trying to disrupt the pressure point. Didn't expect that. Fantastic. Turning the head, so body misalignment. Can we try this strength one? And if you look over there for us, Ange, there we go. Wow. I didn't think that'd work. This is too good. This is fantastic. Just think when we drink it.
Oh, I'm a superwoman.
Will explode. Organ disruption. So if we try again. Strong. Pancreas. Stronger. Because putting energy down the conception vessel is the right way for the microcosmic orbit. So this stuff's amazing. Excellent. Yin-yang effect. So we know this is going to work because we've already done most of it. If you short out there, it immediately goes stronger. If we short, immediately stronger. So this answers an old question of mine. Why have we got all these meridians that actually in 99.9% of situations make you vulnerable? being hit, energy disruption, joint locks, all the rest of them. All the martial artists take advantage that there's not enough energy in the meridian. So I'm thinking, well, what have we got these meridians for? We have to do all this fancy Qi Kung stuff just to get it, and 90% of that's out of date. It's because we should be drinking pure water. And apparently, Chernobyl, when they had that disaster, there were some people not too far away who were drinking some really good water coming out the side of a mountain, and their health was completely different to the rest of the people. They were fine. So meridians might be there for the energy from structured water. Thank you very much. Okay, we have this Tera Hz wand, this wonderful healing bit of kit that energizes blood cells and water molecules and all kinds of healing stuff. So we want to see if it disrupts energy if it's done in the wrong way. So all I'm going to do is switch it on. I'm going to take it down Paula's centre line, disrupting the pancreas with a muscle test, see if it makes it weak. If it does, then we know we need to do another protocol before doing the healing, which we'll come on to on the next video. Okay, so if we do a muscle test here, I should have moved the camera. That's really strong, and we put this out. Okay, so it weakens if it's done in the wrong direction. So we want to try lung 5. Yeah, I can get angle on that. So if we go into lung 5 on the arm, so that's really strong. So I want to get that angle. Aha! So now, folks, you need to charge the meridians with the wand before doing random healing. Thank you very much. Right, we're on. Okay. We've just had 1 cup of structured water, energized by the Tera Hz frequency, and we're going to test to see if we get any positive effects. We tested before, everybody's normal, so let's see. We've got 7 tests that we ran through earlier in the other videos. Remember, if you've got a pinched nerve, it can mess these up. So if 1 or 2 don't work, then that might send you to the chiropractor. Okay, so if we do the routine, so give a little comfy stance. Excellent. Excellent. So what we're looking at doing there is getting energy in the meridians. Then when your intent is not to move, it spins and it's like a gyroscopic effect. In Chinese it's called a routine. They didn't have gyroscopes thousands of years ago in China, but they knew it was doing something, so it's described as roots of a tree, which is all good. Then what did we do? We did arm strength, that one, solid. Brilliant. You can feel straight away it's like it's stuck together. That's all good. Centre lock, you can try a centre lock. We're not going to do it because it's painful and nasty. So now we're on to pressure point disruption, lung 5. Wow. Excellent. So we're getting the same effect as when we're in the energy field. It looks like that's exactly what we're getting. So we want to do, if you look over there, strong, if you short out, yin yang, if we do this one, pancreas, yeah, they're all good. I did it slightly wrong order, but we knew it was going to work, because as soon as your pressure point disruption's fixed, everything else is good. So, water, structured water, high frequency water will get into the cells because the molecules are not sticking together. So you're getting good stuff in and getting the toxins out, and it will run the 12 meridians in a 6-element sequence Fantastic. And keep you hydrated. And flexibility. Okay, what we found is if you just use the wand, it can disrupt the energy. We ran it past the pancreas and the muscle test was weak. We aimed it at lung 5 at the right angle and direction, and the muscle strength test was weak. But if you drink the energised water first, it will flood the meridians and stop this weakening effect. Or the protocol for generating energy, and this will be a different set with the wand, which you can do as well, is hip, right hip, up and down. Start at the left hip, up and down. So we're running the meridians in a certain sequence, starting in a certain position. Then the right shoulder, down and up the arm. Left shoulder, down and up the arm. And then repeat, right shoulder, left shoulder. So what that will do is generate chi energy in the meridians and stop any weakening effects. Thank you very much.